Hey guys, it's Max in New York City. Have the Hudson River behind me. You can see New Jersey. Probably, I don't know. I hope you guys can hear me. I have the AC on. Sorry, I haven't done much content up here, or really any content. I don't have a signal any place except sitting right at this desk for some reason on Spectrum. I paid for the hotel Wi-Fi and it helps a little bit, so I can do stuff from my room. But I'm having a hard time doing anything. I couldn't do anything from the exchange or from out on the street. However, I recorded a bunch of stuff. I recorded every crazy thing I saw, and I recorded lots of stuff that happened. So I'm going to get home and do some video editing and cut together a montage of the trip and everything. And so it just won't be in real time. Hopefully, you guys saw Retire on Dividends. He had the signal, and I was in some of his stuff and yesterday, and we were live from the exchange. It was a great time. It was a great time. I'll leave today about noon. Man, I had a good time last night too. Boy, let me tell you about it. New York's fun. New York. I didn't have too much fun though, but New York is fun. We went to um, we went to Little Italy for dinner. Place was called 1803, and we went to a speakeasy that was in the basement of 1803. Basically 1803 was a lot like going to New Orleans. It was real old, and it was kind of a Cajun style. They had kind of a little New Orleans style review and band playing with some horns and stuff and some kind of crazy things going on. Uh, things that I don't see in Austin. They don't go for that stuff in Austin. I'll tell you that much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so last night I couldn't sleep. I got home about 12, and so I decided to walk around the city because I really haven't got a chance to sightsee that much. And I always loved my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies ever is called it's Griffin Dunn and Rosanna Arquette. What's it called? After Dark or something. It's set in the early '80s, New York City in Soho, down right down here, and it wasn't gentrified back then. That was when this was a bad part of town after dark. People left the financial district after dark, and you were gone. And the only people that were here were, you know what I'm saying. In any event, that's a great movie. So last night I was walking around the neighborhood, and there's everything's open all night, and there's little bodegas on every corner, and I walked in this one shop, and there's this. It looked just like being in this movie. I walked it, being in that movie. There was a couple of girls in there smoking a joint, and they had a little dog, and they all had a bunch of piercing tattoos, and they were super friendly. I walked in there and bought a Coke and talked to them a second. But yeah, this New York's something else. It is a good time. It is a really good time. I got to get to the airport, but I just wanted to generate some kind of content and check in a little bit. Let me see when I leave here. Let me check my thing here. I checked. I think I leave at noon, so I need to leave the hotel at 9, and it's 7:35. I got all kinds of cool stories to tell you guys. I just wanted to check in real quick. Um, all right, yeah, I'll leave. All right, I got to get going. I got to get going here. I still need to get some breakfast and do a few things. And I'm going to try to sightsee just a little bit more. Maybe try to. I don't know. It sucks that I have to leave already. I really like this place. A couple of the other influencers are staying till Wednesday, and they moved to a cheaper hotel. They're moving to a cheaper hotel today, and they're going to stay till Wednesday. Plus they're going uptown. They're going to stay in a hotel up off, if you know, up in Times Square or something. Lots of cheap hotels up there, of course, or relatively cheap. Less on the less expensive side. Um, they're going to stay till Wednesday, but they have family here and stuff, and so you know, they just need to do their thing. I'm going to get home. I miss Jackson. I miss I miss everyone. I especially miss Jackson. I also miss Big Dog. I have two dogs. I have one and a half dogs. I have one dog that's mine, all mine, and another dog that I share responsibility with. And man, they're both great. Dogs are incredible. And I miss them every day. I miss those guys every day. Anyway, I should be home at like 4 o'clock. So if Kyle's watching this, Kyle or Jimmy, come pick me up at the airport. I think my flight gets in at 4:30. I'll call you from Houston. I'll call you guys when I land in Houston. I fly from here to Houston. I'll call you from Houston, and then we'll figure it out. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here and go get a bagel or something. And you got to have a bagel when you're in New York. I had one yesterday at Dunkin's, and even at Dunkin's, the bagel was awesome. I mean, it was so much better than a Texas bagel. Nothing like a New York bagel. But I told so when we were talking last night after dinner, and I told that story. I said, yeah, I had a bagel from Dunkin's, and Jay looked at me and said, "Get the fuck out of here! That's not a bagel." Jay's awesome. He's a real freaking New York. He's a real New Yorker. He's the real deal. Giants fan. He's the real deal. All right, guys. Just like we all are. I'm a real deal too. I'm a Sooners fan. So Sooners fan that lives in Austin, kind of out of place. All right, guys. I appreciate it. I will talk to you later.